So I was taking a shit. My body getting rid of some shit it don't need, and I started to get this download. I was just thinking about when people come to me and ask me for my opinions or my advice, or maybe not to ask me shit, but I talk about it anyway and say shit anyway. I was I always tell them like it ain't me, the dude you looking at, that's giving you the answers, big dog. Like you already had the answers. And that just got me thinking like everything in our face so simple and crystal clear. Like it's so simple and crystal clear. The problem is the layers of the person you now hold to be yourself. The layers of that person prevents you from seeing what's in front of you, and it ain't people's fault. It's like it's like a book. Everybody got their book, and they come to me. It was like, man, I need the answer. And I'm like, yo, the answer's in the book. And I tell them the answer. And over the years, they flip through the pages, flip through the pages, flip through the pages, flip through the pages. Then they finally see the answer. Like, damn, he was right. He was right. It was always here. And I think the problem is that I realize ain't no motherfucking pages. You know what I'm saying? Like I go, the answer's just I know it's there, so I'm that's where I'm at with it. Like it's hard to even really explain it to people. Like I just know. You know what I'm saying? Like I just know everything is everything. That's why I don't worry. I don't have no doubts, no stresses, no fears. This is my reality. What I want, I create, and the universe does what it does, dog. And it's like people have been taught that it's pages in front of your answer. You know what I'm saying? And it's not, but they work so hard to take you through school and the whole nine and all this bullshit they got everybody going through, creating this personality that's layered with so much bullshit that you can't see what's just simply right in front of you. You gotta really think about that shit, dog. You gotta really think about that shit. Like nobody sees an ant. It's like nobody sees an ant because they see the Jordans first. You know what I'm saying? It's like nobody. And how could you see an ant if you weren't about, I gotta wake up in the morning to get the money to pay for the house, to even come out of the door, to step out, to get back into the car, to go right back to the work. Like, how could you ever notice the ant? Those are the layers. Those are the layers I'm talking about, man. You'll never even notice the birth of a flower if they don't show that shit to you on TV. You know what I'm saying? And what's real crazy is if you told a motherfucker go outside and watch a rosebud open up, niggas would be like, I ain't got time for that shit. Better go work a 12-hour day for some fucking money that's fucking worthless. And the only reason it has worth is because we give it worth. It's like we're in a cycle of such brainwash. It's diabolical, dog. It's sad, and with what's worse is like, for me, I see it. And I can speak this shit so clear, but I sound abnormal, you know what I'm saying? Or some people like, yo, that do make sense, blah, 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 but are still going with their shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's all good. Like, everybody got their path. I don't judge nobody for shit, you know what I mean? Like, I tell anybody, reality does not exist outside of yourself. Reality is perception and observations of the observer. You know what I'm saying? And if that makes sense to you, then you on your way. If that don't make sense to you, you got some ways to walk. But anything outside of that shit does not exist, man. So every interaction with somebody, every situation is all how you perceive it. Either you make it mad, you let it make you mad, let it make you happy, you get sad, you get hungry, joyful, hateful, whatever. Like, it's all in your control. Even the persons you deal with. Because I'll never know the same person that you know when you look in the mirror. We'll be looking at two different people looking in the same mirror. And that's all based on perceptions. So we will be living in two different realities while simultaneously in the same place. Like, everything, your whole understanding of everything is just off. It's like it's so much to life, man. Once you let go of all that shit, you understand. It's just an understanding that you are a part of it all. And that's why I bring up that reality that doesn't lie outside of yourself. I hope that makes sense. Like it's only the things that you see. I could never see what you see. I could never perceive how you perceive. I could only do that for myself. But this, with my understanding, that allows me to come at somebody else's understanding with unconditional love. So I don't judge people for how they act. You know what I'm saying? Because it's their reality. And if to make it simple, reality doesn't exist outside of the perceptions and observations of the observer. And every single observer is a cell in the eye of oneness. So the all is watching itself through the many different perceptions of the cells in its eye. Hopefully that makes sense. And that's why none of this shit fucking matters. You know what I'm saying? But we in the system. You know what I mean? But when I tell you I am free, I am free. Like, I legit get it. Like, this shit is just a game, dog. I use this body to play a game. When I go to work, some people are NPCs, dog. It's just the truth, man. I ain't gonna say no names, man, but some people are just NPCs, dog. They say the same shit over and over, dog. In my reality, you know what I'm saying? I'ma say a name, man. This nigga named Venancio, man. I'ma stop this and make another one. Hold on.